Hey, collective. The pair with another intuitive message. So I'm getting here. Oh, I'm having the bad. So I'm picking up on this. I'm picking up on a female now that has had a history of kidney stones, bad. And I'm also picking up on someone who has suffered a miscarriage. Okay. And yeah, this person's health is not good. But the reason why this person had a miscarriage is because they were trying to juggle too much. Too much. Worrying about money. Okay. So, yeah, just ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. Yeah, I'm picking up somebody's fertility, pregnancy. Somebody has just suffered from, or not just, but somebody suffered from a miscarriage because of the imbalance that was caused. Okay. Maybe the person that they were pregnant by refused to communicate with them, refused to be there for them, refused to acknowledge and help, and somebody decided to try and tackle it by themselves. And just had too much burdens on their back. Yeah, my back is hurting. So the pregnancy must have been really hard. Okay. And weren't getting enough rest. Wasn't, burden, stress, just too much. Okay. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune, which resulted in just, yeah, somebody was hoping that the wheel was going to turn. Okay. Somebody thought that they would be able to, tackle this challenge and that things would change for the better. Yeah, but somebody's had some bad luck. Yeah, look. They just, too much fatigue, drained of energy, just wasn't taking care of their health. So somebody's trying to recover right now from this. Yeah. Feeling like no matter what they did, there was nothing that could change it. Yeah. Somebody was burdened with this pregnancy, hoping possibly somebody would return. Yeah, that somebody would return. Yeah, and hopefully try to move forward. Yeah, that was what somebody was trying to manifest. Holding on, dealing with the brunt of this. Hoping that in the future something would change. Yeah. That someone all of a sudden will. Okay, so I got a King of Wands, 10 of Cups, Emperor, 4 of Wands, 6 of Cups, Knight of Cups. So it could have been with the King of Wands, who treated someone nasty. Was rude when somebody told them about their pregnancy. Yeah. Or It could have been someone that was dealing with an abusive situation and thought they would be able to manage it until they could move forward. Maybe they were trying to save up money. Okay, yeah. Two of Pentacles. It looks like they were transferring some money because they were burdened about, yeah, how to move forward away from an abusive King of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Now I know what I'm getting. Yeah. Yep. Somebody was in an unhappy home. Honest mistake. So somebody maybe was trying to convince somebody not to move forward. Okay. Yep. Maybe someone was saying that, depending, yeah, this is what I'm getting. I feel like somebody was overburdened trying to get away from an abusive partner. Yep. And they just suffered a miscarriage. Maybe due to, yeah, just the stress and everything dealing with that. And maybe, I feel like a King of Wands because it's coming out in upright, you know? But I feel like a King of Wands was trying to say that they were going to step up and be there. Yeah. And be somebody that someone could depend on. Okay? And that they were going to have a happy family. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And that they were focusing on the future and they wanted to be kind and sympathetic and they didn't want someone to leave home. Yeah. Knight of Cups. Somebody was trying to get somebody to move forward with them and not leave. But because of this, it caused, it was too stressful. Yeah. This person, so this woman could be someone that is someone of traditional values, okay? But I feel like somebody tried to say that they wanted to change and be traditional. Yeah, and be there and nurture, you know, after failing someone. Yeah, Six of Wands. After failing somebody. And being hot-tempered. And not being generous with somebody, you know, somebody was holding on to somebody. Yeah. Because they had trust issues. Yeah, conflict, always fighting with someone, causing burdens and stuff. This is someone that's probably very jealous. Okay, very jealous. And is very aggressive, intimidating. Yeah. And somebody stayed, I feel like, out of fear, insecurities. Yep, about maybe not having other options. Knight of Pentacles. But it just turned out to not be reliable. It was with an unstable, very unstable person. It was caused so much discontentment. Yeah. Sadness, loss. Yeah. I got Sociopathic. I don't know, man. Yeah, man. So somebody is dealing with a lot of stresses because of a King of Wands that they're in a relationship with, that they share a home with. Okay? Yeah. And now they're not in good health. They're rock bottom and they're having a lot of kidney issues. Yeah. They could be dealing with addiction. They could have been trying to get sober, but because of staying in this relationship, it's been harder for them. They could be the breadwinner, and this King of Wands could be just lazy, just mooching off of them. You know? Just because it's King of Wands doesn't mean it have to be a fire sign, sun sign. You know what I'm saying? You could just have somebody that has a lot of fire in their chart. Someone who's rude, dictator, tyrant, someone who's jealous, somebody who, yeah, not stable in the mind. Addiction issues, this is what I'm picking up. So somebody experienced, maybe somebody was trying to convince somebody to have a baby and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't going to work. Because this King of Wands is just not somebody that is going to be someone ever stable enough to have that. Yeah. And so somebody's really contemplating how to detach from this energy. I feel like this person may be in the hospital. Yeah. If not in the hospital, in and out. Yeah, it could be a Queen of Swords. Could be an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Yeah. Oh, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. They know being with this person has caused them huge losses. But they're paranoid. They're paranoid about being alone. They're paranoid about changing, making the choice to walk away from this person. Yeah. They're paranoid about having to start all over and lay foundations. Like, what? What? This is what I'm saying. If you've been the one that's been responsible the whole time and waiting to show the blah, like, that's why I say it's always better to be alone than to be in an abusive relationship. I'm sorry. You know? Like, for me, it just got bad because even though I was alone, that wasn't enough. These people, these enemies that hated me, they didn't want to see me being able to thrive on my own, especially my baby daddy. That was sent out to destroy me. Couldn't get to me physically, so he tried any emotional way, any other tactics, any spreading rumors, spreading gossip, so he doesn't, you know, talking about I was jealous or whatever the fuck stupid shit he said. Okay? No, you just had secrets and you didn't want to fucking hold accountability, so you chose to whatever. Doesn't matter. It all happened for a reason because it was a protective measure. Yeah. Hurtful. Yeah, so somebody feels paranoid and lonely about making the choice to start a foundation somewhere else and get away from this abusive. Yeah, somebody's soul searching about how to leave this person behind. Yeah. Rude, hurtful, out of control. This person's out of control. If this person tries to separate from them, tries to whatever. Yeah. This person's out of control. Yeah. Will go to extreme lengths to make sure somebody stays stuck with them and is not able to move forward, is not able to stand their ground. Uses times when someone can't fight in their own corner or whatever. Dealt with a sneaky person, a sneaky motherfucker that will make you lose everything when you're trying to do everything right. and trying to fight, and you're shouldering it all on your own. And you got a man next to you that you can't even call a man. Somebody who's insecure. Somebody who can't. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Who, when you're going through struggles, can't find the strength to fucking get you out of it. You always got to be the one to get out of it. What's the point of being with anybody at that point? What's the point of being with anybody at that point? If you're the one who's always got to lift the motherfuckers up with the fire. And I don't mean the ones that are nice and actually stay at home and are contributing with the kids and don't like have to be up in their woman's business. Like, there's a difference. There's a difference. Because I know some women will complain like a lot about their men, but no, this is like abusive. This is, you know, yeah, somebody that is just basically, yeah, look at them. On the back of a woman, they're both, yeah. That guy's like, yeah. The health is just ridiculous. And somebody knows that if they don't walk away from this, what is that? Crutch. Not a crutch. Walk away from this person that's using them as a crutch or whatever. Yeah, bro. It's like, I feel like this person has debated, tried to walk away, and I feel like this person has kind of killed their spirit. Yeah. Somebody who was a strong person before. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Strong person has dealt with huge losses because of this person. Okay? Because of this devilish person who has, you know, and now they're dealing with legal issues. Because of this person not able to get them out of situations and having to shoulder weight, blah, 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 they feel like they had to commit corruption, blah, blah, maybe with their job, maybe, you know. Yeah. Which now they're going through legal disputes and they're just going over the cause and effect of these life lessons. They're feeling hopelessness, despair, okay? About this person that was never reliable and everything they did to shoulder. They're very discontent. They don't know how to detach from this person. They just keep focusing on the front, right? But they're not focusing on back here if they actually do, like, walk away. Yeah. From this person who's a sociopath, basically very jealous. Who does not want to let go of them. Does not want to let go of them. This is probably a man that probably they took out of their mama's house. I'm not picking up that they have kids at all. They don't have kids. But they almost had a kid. Yeah, somebody that controls everything too. Tries to control your finances that you're making. Yeah. Somebody that'll always be around, sniffing around, blah, blah, ready to cause disharmony because they have trust issues. They can't just communicate and just be, you know, compose themselves in a wonderful manner. As soon as somebody just tries to walk away, I'm telling you, as soon as somebody just tries to walk off, maybe go hang out with friends or something like that, this is somebody that, yeah, this is what I'm picking up. Yeah. Instability. With the anxiety and fears, especially with their addictions, bro. Very unstable. when they have lack of choice, like, yeah, they just depending on this person. This person has shouldered the weight. Has shouldered the weight. Gosh. This kind of reminds me of, like, my cousin, bro. I'm telling you. And what she had to deal with her. Yeah. Two of Swords. Just, ugh. It breaks my heart. Because that's when me and her got split apart. Really, our relationship is just, when he came in, it was just too much. I mean, there was a lot. I mean, I tolerated it and stuff because there was no choice. But it didn't last very long. They moved away and I just lost contact with them. Yeah. Difficult decision. Somebody is in their head feeling burdened how to escape this ruin, how to escape this. They're on a stalemate, feeling like they'll be, like not loyal to somebody if they walk out on somebody at this point. Like, what? Yeah, I keep picking up on, somebody's dealing with some issues, a stillbirth, miscarriage, some uterine issues, something with reproductive systems, urinary, all that, yeah. Ow. Yeah. Dealing with oppression. Okay? Yeah. And I feel like this person, like, communicates irrationally or logically to certain people and exposes some things or something like that. Especially when they want a handout. Or, I don't know, assistance, support. Their conversations get illogical. They get hostile. Okay? This is a strategy that they try to use to burden someone. And it's very draining, okay? It's very draining. Maybe they're very draining to their own mother. Yeah. And their own mother doesn't want to deal with it. And that's why maybe somebody... Yeah. I mean, for a man to act this way is disgusting. I'm sorry. A man should be the provider. Ace of Wands. Somebody feels like they missed out on so much, okay? Because of this relationship. And they want a new beginning so bad. They know that this person has affected their growth. That they have lost many opportunities because of them. Yeah, and that they're not going to be able to accept them moving forward. This is like, this is abusive. Yeah. They're not going to be able to accept them saying, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward. Yeah, because there's just been too much trouble and I want to move forward and I want to heal. This person would not be willing to let someone go without a big ass fight. Yeah. Somebody is feeling like this would be a risk and that they need to strategically think about it. They're really mentally overloaded. I'm telling you, this person might be in the hospital or really sick in bed rest or something. They're really thinking about how they're going to be able to get away from this person. This person probably watches them, stalks them, or whatever. Yeah, this person is planning. Yeah, abuse. Yeah. How to break this bad news. Yeah, to somebody who's very, they know it's going to cause someone to be over emotional, just out of pocket. The King of Cups in reverse, that's the worst kind of energy. One of the worst. You know, like King of Swords, they're stern, but, you know, kind of like, the King of Cups is very emotional, very, like, out of whack, very, I don't know. This is someone most, like, with a drinking problem, with a, just, crimes of passion type shit. Yeah. Yeah. So is King of Swords. They're, like, more irrational, illogical, but, like, I don't know. It's not, like, emotion fueled. You know what I mean? That's a nasty person. But I think and a King of Wands. Yeah, I think the worst is like a King of Wands in reverse and a King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, somebody is afraid how someone's going to compose themselves. Judgment. When they call judgment on this relationship, okay, they know somebody is going to probably go over the deep end, okay? This is what they're thinking about every single night. Fearful, stress, burden at breaking point, inability to cope, and just wanting to get rid of this burden of this person who has done nothing but bring misery and more dysfunction and more hurt and pain and isolation and whatever, embarrassment to their lives. Yes, I'm telling you. High Priestess, Page of Wands. Yeah, they just feel it in their inner. Like the spirit guys just trying to tell them, have showed them numerous times of this person tricking, manipulating, all the fucked up shit this person has done in the background. And this person is being guided. Yeah, look, 220. 2-2. 2-2. So somebody's birthday could be February 20th or February 2nd. Yeah. Devastating. Yeah. Somebody knows that someone's going to be devastated when they communicate this. Page of Wands. That they want to restrict. They want to isolate. They just want to be alone. Yep. And that's the decision that they made. That they want to make. To start somewhere fresh, new. And they're going to leave them behind. Yeah. Because of all the pain and sadness they've caused. They have a right to stand up for themselves. Yeah. So to bring positive change in their life. But somebody's going to feel like this person's rude or has a lack of empathy. Yeah. Yep. And they're afraid that someone's going to be reckless. Like reckless. Yeah. Oh my God. This is too much. I'm going to get out of this energy. This kidney pain's a lot. This person is dealing with a lot. Trying to get away from an abusive relationship. I was picking up on 2 female energies. So it could be like a mother and a daughter. It could have been, you know, a mother and a daughter, you know, from previous relationship, you know. And, yeah, just terrible. Just really nasty. energy. Yeah, just really nasty energy. Gosh. Well, that's what somebody's going through right now. Trying to figure out how to escape from this abusive relationship and get over these legal issues and just get over whatever damage has been done, and trying to find the will to go on and have a positive change. And just really up in their head about this person that they're in this relationship with or have been with. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this one. Stay living intuitively pretty like always. Catch you on the next one.